It was finally warm in Philadelphia, so I decided to go to one of my favorite places in the morning before all of my classes, the zoo. I grabbed my car keys and ended up in an animal lover's paradise, unless you count the first animals I saw, goats. I didn't even stop because I didn't come to see a petting zoo. Since I arrived the minute the zoo opened at the end of winter, there weren't many animals out, except for the sloth bear. I didn't even know that sloth bears were a thing, but she was very active. She was walking around, climbing rocks and wooden structures, tearing up cardboard boxes and food left out for her. The zoo had literally opened 10 minutes ago, so it was just me and her until she decided she was done hanging out with me. I walked over to the zebras and rhino next, and they were all chowing down on some hay. A worker walked over to say hi to Tony the rhino a few times, and then just left. I had come to this part of the zoo to see the giraffes, which weren't there, so I was depressed, because I love giraffes. And then I noticed the zoo was keeping humans in a neighboring enclosure. That checks out. Then some loud kids showed up, so I ran to watch some big cats pace around like I do when I wait for my own food to be ready. Eventually, the tiger laid down to have a sleepy morning, just like her feline friends, the lions, were doing. Next, I visited the gorillas and saw one having a temper tantrum with their blanket, just like I do when I really don't want to get up in the morning. At one point, this gorilla was just wandering around with it covering their body and face, which was such a mood. All the primates were so relatable. There was also an orangutan walking around with a paper bag on its head, occasionally stopping to eat off the ground. While this was extremely iconic and hilarious, the orangutan also looked like a wise wizard NPC about to give me a side quest. On my way to the exit, I noticed some monkeys climbing and playing in a huge net structure. There was also one for human children, which seemed about right to me. The new Batman movie looks good here. Also, I am now burdened with the knowledge that porcupines can climb trees, and now you must be as well. I did not know this previously, and I must admit, I am scared. Sadly, my time at the zoo came to an end. I had to return to campus and my 4 classes for that day. Hooray!